Hi and welcome to this reading. Today's reading is a collective reading based on some energies that I've been picking up on the past few days and some songs that I channeled this morning. I actually did a reading yesterday which I'm going to post today that I guess this reading is an extension of that reading, because as I was editing that reading, more thoughts, more downloads were actually coming in. And I was debating this morning whether I dug a little deeper. And as soon as I started digging, all this information started coming up. Really quite interesting. So if this reading resonates with you, if there are messages that you find in this reading that you intuitively have already been picking up on, I do suggest going back and watching the previous reading that I did. And actually I'll link it in the description box. So first of all, welcome to my channel. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I receive messages prior to a reading. I then come and use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify that message. Now I'm also an illustrator, so all of the decks that you see me use on my channel are all my own creations, all my own designs. I specifically work with blue pen and ink, which is why all of the decks are blue and white. So all of my readings are timeless. Whenever you've stumbled across this reading, you were meant to find it because your guides send you to information at a time when it's appropriate for you to hear that information. And it's 9 times out of 10 because, as I said, it's clarification on things that you were already picking up on. So if you're new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. Did I already say that? I can't remember. I've got so many downloads. So yesterday I did a reading, and as I said, I'm about to upload it. I did a reading on a song from an Australian band called Gang of Youths, which is called Achilles Come Down. Didn't really know much about Achilles, but I've gone further in as I've been editing the reading to get more information. Now I'm just going to look at my notes because I literally have a book full of them in regards to this. So what I was also picking up on is the current axis between Libra and Aries. Now Libra and Aries are where the North and South node currently sit. The North and South node sit in 2 zodiac signs for 18 months and then they'll move. So currently the North node is in Aries. Aries is the self. Aries is fire, who you are as an individual. Libra is where the South node is, and Libra is relationships. So it's a battle, the North node versus the South node. It's a battle between, or an axis between, the self and others. Something that as a collective for this 18 months that we focus on. Everybody's focusing on it, and it will also aspect where your individual North and South nodes fall in your chart. But it is about the balance, the axis between not losing yourself and not losing yourself to others. So if I go back to Achilles, which is where these messages were coming through from the editing of that reading. Now, Achilles had a battle, an axis between fate and free will. If you think about the Trojan War, which is the war that he's associated with, Achilles was told that he would be a legend, but to receive it, he would have to die. So he would have to sacrifice himself in order to become a legend. The alternative was that he could live a long life, but he had to walk away. There is most definitely a connection between Aries and Libra, between self and others, being codependent on the validation of others, releasing the need to be codependent on the validation of others in order to walk into your North node. So that North node, and it may be something that, as I said, you might intuitively be picking up on. So this North node, South node placement started in mid-2023 and works its way all the way up until January 2025, and then it changes. It is about seeing through the illusions and understanding people's true motive. So when I'm talking about people, not losing yourself to others. It's about reflecting on who the people are around you and working out what their true motive is, seeing through the illusions and refusing to settle for less than what you deserve. The other thing that was coming through, the word that was coming through was sacrificial lamb. Have you been a sacrificial lamb? Have you lost your energetic sovereignty to other people? Now, as I was doing the pre-shuffle, I saw twice the Tower card try to come out multiple times in multiple different decks. I also saw the Devil card, which brings me to this beautiful book that I always reference, and signs and symbols. The signs and symbols, you get them everywhere. We are being given messages all day, every day, and you just have to stop and listen. Listen and silent are spelt using the same letters. So as I was looking up, I was seeing if Achilles was in this book. I wanted to know a bit more about Achilles. And the only thing that came up was the Trojan horse. Now, when they put, during that battle, and I've actually been all through Turkey. I did a lot of travel all through Turkey, through Ephesus, and now it's obviously, but during that battle, they wheeled in, they pretended that they had left, but they wheeled in a massive timber horse. It was meant to be a gift. It was actually a parting gift. It was meant to be a gift. And so the opposing army took it back into their city, and inside was actually concealed warriors who broke out of the horse and literally went back into battle. There's something here about an illusion, seeing through the illusions, something that was given to you as a gift. Now, while I was looking for that Achilles or Trojan horse or Trojan war in my book of signs and symbols, page just flipped open, and it was in that particular book, there's pages on all different things, but the page on fairy tales and the hidden meaning in fairy tales. Now, what caught my eye, because at the moment I've been watching lots of readings on the Gemini card, which is the Lovers, which is a depiction in the Rider-Waite Tarot of Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden, the snake, the apple. So what caught my eye on that fairy tale page was a little blurb about Snow White. And I'd never connected the two. But Snow White was given the apple, this beautiful shiny red apple. She was sold the fairy tale. And I say the fairy tale because that page opened up for a reason. She was sold the fairy tale under the illusion of somebody else's agenda. A bit like the Trojan horse, given as a gift, but it had something sinister underneath. I go back to that axis between self and others, a time for you to reflect, seeing through the illusions and understanding people's true motives. So after I did my pre-shuffle, I use music as a medium. I will put a question out and ask for further information in music. As I opened up my Spotify, a song by Teddy Swims was literally sitting there, and it was a red door. Now I think red door, I think red apple. The song is called The Door. The Door by Teddy Swims. That song is about the illusion of something and making a decision to walk away. Now, as I said, I use songs as mediums for messages. I find them incredibly helpful. If you have something that you're wanting to ask, put out the intention. Put your songs on random shuffle. I just put my liked playlist on random shuffle and I ask for 3 or 4 songs. The first song that I got was Paul McCartney's Band on the Run. The lyrics, the first line, stuck inside these 4 walls. That particular song, when I did a bit of research, is about them all being prisoners due to their ongoing trouble with their music label. And the music label's name was Apple. How funny is that? Teddy Swims' The Door is red, and I'm talking about Snow White and the red apple, which, as I said, is a metaphor for, actually, I don't know whether I said it, because I've got so many things going on in my mind, so many messages. A metaphor for Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden and being given the red apple, the illusion of the red apple. So that song, Band on the Run, all prisoners due to their ongoing trouble with their company, Apple. The lyrics in that song, escaping freedom and criminals. If I ever get out of here, if we ever get out of here. A further reading of that song, their demos were actually stolen at one point, and they had to go and rewrite all of the songs based on what they remembered them to be. They're in Lagos or somewhere. They were somewhere, and the demos got stolen. Something's been stolen here. Within a group of people that family, friends, workplace, there's something. And this axis between Aries and Libra is meant to bring the illusion of that fairy tale to the surface so that you can make a decision, Teddy Swims, to walk through the door. Now, it gets better. In further synchronicity, the next song that I got was Taylor Swift's Love Story. And I'll make note, it was the remastered version. What happened to Taylor Swift's original catalogue of music? Why did she have to make Taylor's version? Because in her eyes, something was stolen from her. Escaping freedom criminals. She was stuck within the four walls of the music industry, but she beat them at her own game and brought out her own version that she owned herself. The final song that I got. Now, actually, there's something in the Scarlet Letter. Something in that song, the Scarlet Letter. I don't know what that is. There's something about a scarlet letter. Scarlet is also red. Something about the colour red. And there was something about Little Red Riding Hood as well. But the wolf eats a Little Red Riding Hood, and then when they find the wolf and open the wolf's belly, they find her and her grandmother. I can't remember that story. Something about that as well. Now, the final song was My Life by Billy Joel. It's a song about transition in life. I don't care anymore, this is my life. That is that axis between Libra and Aries. Aries is self, Libra is others. I don't care anymore, this is my life. I'm walking through that door and I'm doing what I want. I won't be held by the illusion of you anymore. So sold the fairy tale, but it was an illusion. Snow White, the fairy tale. Snow White being Eve, she was a prisoner. She was asleep. Something about the colour red, something about apples, something about Red Riding Hood. So I will list those songs in the description. Have a look at the lyrics, have a look at the music videos. I'm not sure if there is one for Band on the Run. Actually, I'm not even sure if there's one for My Life, Billy Joel. That's a fairly old song as well. But there may be more messages in those lyrics or in the music videos. The Door, Teddy Swims, Band on the Run by Paul McCartney, Love Story, Taylor's version by Taylor Swift, and My Life by Billy Joel. So let's get some cards. Let's see where we go. I just saw Dark Night of the Soul, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries is where the North Node is. I just heard TikTok, you're lighting a fire under it. Lighting a fire. That sometimes to me is a match. You're lighting a match. Interesting. Redheads. Handy pack safety matches. You're lighting a match. But, and I'm not sure whether I said it because I got distracted by that. Dark Night of the Soul, I didn't. This information, if it hasn't already come to you, it will put you in a dark night of the soul. Now, when do you need a dark night of the soul? When do you need a match? When you are in a dark night of the soul, because things are being brought to light. And it's being brought to light because it's meant to make you step into that part of yourself which is for self, as opposed to for others. Five of Pentacles, you're being let out of the cage. And if I go back to Achilles, He had a choice of doing things to get ultimate glory. He was told he would be a legend, but to receive it, he would have to die. He would have to sacrifice something. He would have to sacrifice himself. Maybe you've already sacrificed enough. And in this card, the match has been lit. You've been illuminated. The door is open. And it's time to fly free. For you. Achilles was given the option. Did he want to be a legend or did he want to live a long life? But he had to walk away to do it. That's a cage. That Paul McCartney song, If I Ever Get Out of Here. Is that what it was called? No, Band on the Run. The line in it was, if I ever get out of here, if we ever get out of here. The door's open. Oh, wow. That's the Lovers. That is the card that I said in the original drawing of that card in the Rider-Waite Tarot is the depiction of Adam and Eve. And in that card, I'm pretty sure it's got an apple. She's holding an apple. It's an apple and a snake. The Lovers is Gemini. The Lovers is Mercury. Should I stay or should I go? What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose self? Are you going to choose to put yourself first? The Lovers card is a choice. It's a yes or no card, but you have the choice. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is Saturn in Capricorn. So Saturn is your the lessons that you learn. In this particular deck, this is my Lovebirds Tarot deck. It is a deck about forbidden love. Two people that want to be together, but they're actually kept separate. The person, so this is, the Knight of Pentacles is in this card. The devil is her father. Her father is keeping them apart. This may pertain to love. We had the Taylor Swift song, Love Story. There's somebody has got an agenda. Now, in this particular deck, the Pentacles represent this young girl's journey. Under the guise of love, her father invests in her. She learns skills that allow her to be a respectable young lady, but he still has control, or still wields control over who she chooses to be with. He still wields control over her choices. You can see he's got her pulled close in. Almost, you know, you get that image of people with their hands, parents with their hands on the shoulders of their children, almost like their property, giving her access to all of these things that will build her up. But they are of no value because at the end of the day, she doesn't have a choice. All the choices are made for her. And therefore she can't have this relationship with this person within this tarot deck because ultimately it's her father's decision. There's something in whatever scenario this is for you, where you've been sold the fairy tale that you have a choice, but the reality is that you don't. And it's either because somebody is physically not allowing you to make that choice, or part of your losing yourself to others, which is that Libra aspect of the South Node. Losing yourself to others, meaning that you are giving too much power to others and not enough power to yourself. The Lovers is, as I said, Gemini. Now, Jupiter has just gone into Gemini. Jupiter sits in a sign for 12 months. So it went in at the beginning of June. It'll be there until the beginning of June in 2025. Then it goes into Cancer. Cancer is the Chariot. Cancer is forward movement. Perhaps there's things that are illuminating or being illuminated to you now about what you saw as the fairy tale, but you now realize is the prison. And this Aries Libra axis is allowing you to focus on the things that allow you to move forward. Aries, Ace of Wands, Aries. Give yourself a bit of freedom. Now, as I said, in this particular deck, Pentacles for me is the way her father builds her up. The things that she learns. The Nine of Pentacles is freedom. And when she eventually becomes the Queen of Pentacles, that's independently wealthy. For me, that's independently minded, separate from whatever is holding you back, whatever is keeping you dependent or potentially codependent on the validation of others. Stuck inside these four walls. Just going back over the lyrics, wow. This is beautiful. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. The Four of Wands is a card of marriage. The Four of Wands is Venus in Aries. We've got the Emperor, again a 4. So 2 4s. 4 4, if you see 4 4 or 4 4 4, it's the angel number of protection. You are protected. And 8 of Swords is stuck. 8 of Swords is Jupiter in Gemini, which is now. The axis between Aries and Libra in the North and South Node at this particular time is meant to get you unstuck. Unstuck from potentially something, a connection that you're stuck in, whether it be with family, with friends, with other relationships, with work, meant to get you unstuck so that you can be the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries. How beautiful is that? I love tarot. So that you can free yourself. Let's pop them in here. Now, the Emperor in this particular deck, as I said, it's a love deck. It's called my Lovebirds Tarot deck. They are restricted. They're not allowed to be together. If you think of that Taylor Swift song, Romeo and Juliet, not allowed to be together. Kept apart. These two people in this deck make the decision to put love first, to put themselves first, what they want first, living their own fairy tale rather than somebody else's illusion of a fairy tale. They put themselves first, they get themselves unstuck, they run away together. They run away together in the middle of the night, and because they put their love first, God turns them into a pair of birds, the Emperor and the Empress, a pair of birds, and so they run away to their freedom. They can't be caught. You can't cage a bird. Look, you can't cage a bird. The door, Teddy swims the door. The door is open. Wow. And then that line from Billy Joel, I don't care anymore, this is my life. Two of Pentacles, which is balance. Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn. Bringing back some balance to your life because you're not trapped anymore. You're not stuck inside the four walls, the Four of Wands. You're not stuck inside the four walls, which is that line in Band on the Run. The four walls of whatever existence it is at the moment that's keeping you stuck. Now, Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn, but when I look at that, I see the scales of balance, which is Libra. Wow. Justice, which is Libra. How beautiful is that? Libra, that is number 11. And we've got mirroring here. Number 9, we've got X and I. X, or I and X. That's the 9 of Cups. So you get your wish fulfillment because you set yourself free. Because the illusions of what is holding you back, the people that are holding you back, the fairy tale that you've been in is all coming crashing down. Band on the run, escaping freedom and criminals. Why? So we've got the 3 of Cups there. Now, I'm not taking those well. The 3 of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. Mercury in Cancer is literally what's happening in the skies now. Venus in Cancer, which is the 2 of Cups. So soulmate connection is the 2 of Cups. Are releasing people that you have soul contracts with, potentially in order to move forward to your destined soul contracts. But Mercury in Cancer, which is the 3 of Cups, can also be a third party. Somebody poured you a cup of love, the fairy tale of a cup of love, but it ended up being poison, like that poison apple. Trouble with their company apple. There's something poison in this cup. Mercury in Cancer is the 3 of Cups, and you are being communicated. I'm seeing Archangel Gabriel. He is divine revelations. You are getting information, if you haven't already got it, about the poison in this cup, justice. Now, I'm not going to take all of them, but I'm going to show you. 7 of Swords is the lying, cheating, stealing card. That's deception. The Hermit is, ting, the light bulb goes on. You're being illuminated. That what your 10 of Pentacles was, the fairy tale that you were sold, I'm going to take them because it's perfect. This is the illusion. The illusion that you now realize that what was given to you in the cup was poison. You've been illuminated. That's the Hermit. So the 7 of Swords is Moon in Aquarius. Moon is what's hidden. The Hermit is Virgo, but it's also the wounded healer, which is Chiron. 10 of Pentacles, which is Mercury in Virgo. So you've been illuminated. This is the deception card. Hermit, you've been illuminated that the 10 of Pentacles, the fairy tale that you were sold, was celebrated with you, sold to you as a wish fulfillment, which is the 9 of Cups, but there was poison in the cup. We've got the 6 of Wands here, which is Jupiter in Leo. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo, Jupiter in Leo. This light bulb moment that you've had is allowing you, as I said, the wounded warrior, after this long battle, victory after a long battle, you've done your homework and you've been illuminated. That's something that you were given that was meant to be balanced. 2 of Pentacles and the Justice isn't. It was prisoners being trapped, criminals. It was an illusion. Sold the fairy tale, but it was an illusion. I love tarot. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is walking away. It's allowing you to walk away. 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. Wow. Okay, what have we got? Knight of Swords on the bottom. Knight of Swords is Mars in Aquarius. Just going to get 4 cards, final clarifiers. Yeah, a truth. That is Archangel Michael's sword of truth. If it hasn't already been, a truth has been revealed. 5 of Swords. That is Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius, if you have Venus in Aquarius in your chart, it's I want love, but I want my independence. So it's almost a battle in your mind. If I go back to that Aries, Libra, North and South node, Not losing yourself, not losing yourself to others. There's something here. Swords are in the mind. There's something, a truth that's come out that's allowed you to break free from this mindset. Achilles was told that he would be a legend, but to receive it, he had to sacrifice something. You've been illuminated. I nearly said Illuminati. You've been illuminated to the deception. It's that song, free your mind and the rest will follow. The Chariot. The Chariot is what takes you out of here. The Chariot is what the Emperor drives. You have to be balanced to drive the Chariot. The Chariot is number 7. It's Cancer and the Moon. The Moon is what's hidden. We've got the Lover's card again, which, as I said before, is Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini, expansion. Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter is in Gemini for the next 12 months. And if you can hear that little tippy tap, that is my dog who sits beside me when I'm doing readings. He's sitting at the door. He's waiting to be let outside. That Teddy Swims song, The Door. Now, my dog picks up on energy. He's incredible. The Lovers, Gemini, Mercury. Mercury is communication. We've got the Moon. The Moon is number 18, Pisces and Neptune. Incredible. And the Three of Pentacles, which is Mars in Capricorn. Mars energy, Mars energy. Allowing you to build new foundations, to build your own fairy tale, to not be trapped in the illusion of somebody else's fairy tale. Okay, let's get some divine messages for you. This is my divine messages oracle deck. What do your guides want to tell you about? What advice do they have for you about perfect match? Maybe this release, walking through this door, brings in new beginnings, new soulmates. Now, soulmates don't have to be romantic. Soulmates can be platonic. Perhaps these soulmates won't align with you until you recognize what the poison apple was in or is in your life. Perhaps those soulmates are being protected from that. Maybe they've already done the work. And part of your lesson, part of your journey to getting to that point of destiny, that Aries point of destiny, Aries, Venus in Aries with the 4 of Wands there, is you can't align with that person because the toxicity, the baggage, the illusion of what you're in has to be removed. Remain calm at this time. But you had to work it out. You had to work out what it was. Part of your journey. Delays. Part of what's kept you stuck is working it out. But the beauty of working something out is, obstacles are lessons in disguise. Now, that's a card in this deck. Part of those obstacles is that you then learn that lesson so you can then recognize the little old lady that tries to give you the apple in the future. You can be like, yeah, actually, I've done this before. It's not going to work on me. Your tricks aren't going to work on me. Inner wisdom. You get inner wisdom. How beautiful. And you get to tap into your intuition. You get that sixth sense. That inner knowing before these types of sell you the fairy tale people even step into your bubble, I want to say. One more. True north. You are headed towards your true north, your node of destiny, that Aries node of destiny. You are headed towards your legacy. Okay, let's have a look at what angel is walking with you. Wow, Rochelle, 69, discovery. I always laugh when this comes out because that's very similar to my name. Discovery. Maybe there's something in here that gives you this light bulb moment. Ping. Something that you discover in something that I say. 69, get your head out of the gutter, is Cancer. That's the symbol of Cancer, the crab. Might be something in Cancer season. Now, as I said before, Jupiter, and we've had the Lover's card come out twice. Jupiter is in Gemini. Gemini is the Lover's card. Jupiter is expansion. We also had the Eight of Wands, which is the actual card of Jupiter. Sorry, not the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords is the actual card of Jupiter in Gemini. Now, I don't say anything that doesn't have a resonance with somebody who will watch this reading. Jupiter is in Gemini from now through until June next year. I'm going to pull it out. No, we had the... Where did we have the Lover's card? There. I knew there was two of them. Okay. And I want to pull that one too. Okay, so as I said to you, Jupiter is in Gemini for 12 months, from now through till June next year. Gemini, Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini. You've got this card here. Gemini is about a choice. Jupiter is about expansion. Information coming into you to make you have that epiphany, aha moment. Then Jupiter goes into Cancer in June next year. Cancer is the Chariot. Cancer and the Moon. And we had the Moon here. Cancer and the Moon. Something is illuminated to you, kicking in with your intuition, allowing you, maybe it will take you 12 months to pull yourself out of this, to gain that information. Cancer here, the 6 and the 9, is the Cancer symbol. They call it a glyph, the Cancer glyph. Page of Pentacles is the card of the student, doing the work, allowing you, the Eight of Cups, to walk away. Now, the Two of Swords underneath is the Moon in Libra. What's hidden? At a crossroads. The crossroads of the axis between self and others. Not losing yourself, but not losing yourself to others. Allowing you, Three of Wands, to to fly away. To fly away. The Three of Wands is... And look at this, underneath that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which I said in the beginning, that little girl. Nine of Pentacles is the card of freedom. I want to use the word hidden in plain sight. All this information is here, but it's hidden. And you just have to connect the dots. New beginnings. I don't know why I did that. 47, Azalea, divine contemplation. That's what you're doing. You are studying. studying, looking back at the fairy tale that you've been sold and working out which bits of it are an illusion and which bits of it are real, which bits you've been sold the lie on or sold the dream on, which bits were the Trojan horse that looked like this beautiful gift but secretly had a bunch of criminals inside, a hidden army with a hidden agenda inside. The illusion. It wanted to come out. 47, Azalea, divine contemplation. Remain calm at this time. This is a time of doing your homework. Omiel, heals depression and impatience. Remain calm at this time. The problem is, once you, and I'm a bit like this, I take forever to make a decision, but once I've made my mind up, I then get itchy feet. I want to go and I want to go now. I want to get on the chariot, but there's something in the stillness between potentially now and this Jupiter in Cancer. There's a nugget of wisdom between now and then, a discovery. There's a nugget of wisdom in there that will be beneficial to you. And I don't know what it is, only you'll know what it is. Number 60, Mitzrael, mental illness. 24, general protection. Hashua. You are protected. As I said, we saw 4-4 quite frequently. 4-4-4. Number 48, reconciliation, love and fertility. And that flew out on top of the lovers. One more. Oh, 22, Yahel, fortune, fame and new ventures. Maybe the time that you have to wait for this new beginning allows you the time to think about what you want to build once you've made that decision to leave. 31, acquires knowledge, Alakabel. Allows you to almost build those foundations. And if I think of that song, Band on the Run. Now, as I said, they were in Lagos, and they had all their demos stolen. So they had to go back in from memory and actually redo the tracks. But when they recorded them the first time, obviously they were great because they were going to put them out as their demos. But when you re-record something and you've already got the foundation of what it is you want to project, you've already got the knowledge. When you then re-record over the top, yeah, okay, some things might be missing, but I'm sure that life experience then adds another layer of texture to those recordings. There's some sort of divine blessing in underlying divine blessing that you initially see as something negative, but actually turns out to be something positive. If you look at Taylor Swift, the divine blessing that she got after that experience was that she went in and got self-empowerment from actually re-recording all of her own work and taking control, taking ownership of it, which is that Aries North Node, not losing yourself and not losing yourself to others. She stepped into her North Node. She took back control. Okay, on that note, let's have a look at your North Node and South Node. Now, this could be your placements, could be something that pertains to something that you're working on. This is my Nodes of Destiny deck. Let's get 2. Perfect. So, South Node, node of destiny. Your south node is like a blast from the past, packed with old vibes, emotions, and connections from your previous life. It's the cosmic energy we're learning to bid farewell to in this lifetime, breaking free from the karma of yesteryears. Think of it as our cozy spiritual nook that we must bid adieu to in order to blossom into our best selves. So, wherever your south node is, and do some research. Might be part of this Page of Pentacles research, that's the card of the student, that you need to do in this transit of Aries, Libra, North and South node, which is up until January of next year. Have a look where your South node is. Your South node is where you are comfortable in when you come into this lifetime. Your comfort zone. If I look at to give you an example, if I look at my South node is in Taurus. Now, Taurus is the arts, creativity, Venus kind of Empress energy. I am an illustrator. I've always been good at drawing. I won the art award every year at school. Like, it was literally one of those things where sounds awful, but I didn't have to try. And so I was comfortable in it, but there was no meaning in it. There was a meaning in it, but I didn't have to work at it. It was my comfort zone. As I said, my South node is in my South node is in Taurus. My North node is in Scorpio. So Scorpio is death and rebirth. It's transformation. It is the esoteric, intuition, the occult, which is tarot and oracle. Now, only in the last couple of years, after my own spiritual awakening, I stepped unknowingly into my North node. So I combined what I am comfortable with, which is my illustration, into what was absolutely foreign and unknown for me, but what I was being called into. And it's combining my illustration with my intuitive skills. And I unknowingly did that. Have a look at where your North and South node is, because you may be unknowingly already starting to do the work. Part of this Page of Pentacles is acquiring knowledge. South node in the 5th house. South node cozying up in the 5th house. Your creative vibes are off the charts. But watch out for that sneaky desire to stand out too much. Your quest, break free from seeking approval and celebrate the quirks in everyone. This is where our soul feels snug, the stuff we got to let go of to spread our wings. Now, if you think about Achilles, he was a warrior. He was known as a warrior. That sneaky desire to stand out too much. He had the battle between being told in a prophecy that he would be a legend, but to receive it, he would have to die. He would have to eat the poison apple, as opposed to living a long life if he chose to walk away. Your creative vibes are off the charts, but watch out for that sneaky desire to stand out too much. Your quest, break free from seeking approval and celebrate the quirks in everyone. And on the bottom, North node in Virgo. If your North node rocks a Virgo vibe, buckle up for a ride of dedication, sharp and focused on details, and being the reliability rock star everyone leans on. Remember, persistence beats perfection, so keep that completion flag flying high. That's a time, your North node in Virgo, that's saying that the 3 of Pentacles here, if you're not already doing it, this is a time to acquire the knowledge. Once you know where you're headed, where your true north is, once you know where you're headed, the legacy that you want to leave, the physical place, the emotional place, the spiritual place you want to walk away from in order to walk into your North node, take the time. Virgos are perfectionists. Take the time, spend the time and energy nutting it out, making plans. Okay, let's get a moon oracle card. That's Taurus. Get ready for some serious cash flow. The Taurus moon promises prosperity galore. Your abundance, your true legacy lies in your North Node. Mastering your North Node. Now, this is my love messages oracle deck. I'm just going to get 3 cards. If this doesn't pertain to a romantic connection, then this is messages from your higher self. If it pertains to something you are walking to on a romantic level, because we did have the Lovers card multiple times, then take that as it resonates. Purely just use your intuition. I'm just going to get 3. I need some time to sort through my thoughts. That's what you're meant to be doing. I'm trapped in fear. There, perfect. You are often on my mind. And on the bottom, don't be hasty. With that Hermit card there are things that are hidden that are being revealed to you. We had the Moon, and the Moon across in multiple cards. There are things that are currently being revealed to you that will allow you to break free. This is a time, even if you're trapped in fear, this is a time for you to remain calm and actually reflect. Acquire the knowledge. Do the work. Buckle up for a ride of dedication, sharpen focus on details, and being the reliability rock star everyone leans on. Remember, persistence beats perfection, so keep that completion flag flying high. It's just this particular part of the process is just 1 foot in front of the other. Really, really doing that internal self-worth. Let's have a look. Now, there may not be, but I'm just going to see. This is my love songs oracle deck. See if there's anything else. I think we already got enough songs, but turning page, sleeping at last. This is a page turning time for you. I've waited 100 years, but I'd wait 1,000,000 more for you. Nothing prepared me for what the privilege of being yours would do. If I had only felt the warmth within your touch, if I had only seen how you smile when you blush, or how you curl your lip when you concentrate enough, I would have known what I was living for all along, what I've been living for. How could you have known that if what you... Now, that doesn't necessarily have to pertain to a love connection. That can just be if you've been wrapped up in somebody else's fairy tale, in the illusion of somebody else's fairy tale. You can't turn that page until you recognize that turning page, the pages in this book, this fairy tale book, are all a lie. They're an illusion to keep you trapped. Enchanted, Taylor Swift. Bring on the Taylor Swift vibes. Enchanted. There I was again tonight, forcing laughter, faking smiles. Same old tired, lonely place. Walls of insecurity. What's that song? Stuck inside the 4 walls. That's from Band on the Run. There I was again tonight, forcing laughter, faking smiles. Same old, tired, lonely place. Walls of insecurity, shifting eyes and vacancy vanished when I saw your face. All I can say is, it was enchanting to meet you. Enchanted, Taylor Swift. Bet that's Taylor's version too. Same old tired, lonely place. Stuck inside the 4 walls. If I ever get out of here, if we ever get out of here. You're stuck in somebody else's fairy tale. 3 of Pentacles, and you might be stuck there because of money. Don't be hasty. There's something, if you're stuck at the moment, there's something in there. There's a nugget of wisdom, a piece of the puzzle. Acquires knowledge, a piece, and you're protected while you're there. Discovery. Look, acquires knowledge, discovery. There's a bit of information. I find myself dreaming about you. Take a chance on me. That's dreaming about a new life. You're dreaming about a new life. but there's a piece of the puzzle that you need to find before you go. Okay, finally, this is a little container full of Scrabble tiles. This could be your first, middle, last initial, that of somebody that you are dealing with, something pertaining to the messages that are coming through. Each Scrabble tile has a letter and a number on it. I will call out both. Please just take them as they resonate. Good, we got a lot. Okay, so we have a Z and a 10, an S and a 1. I want to do this. A I and a 1 is... Okay, perfect. I actually wanted to have a look at Zeus. Zeus is the sky and thunder god. He rules as the king of the gods in Mount Olympus. He is cognate with the first symbol of his Roman equivalent, Jupiter. Zeus, king of the gods, god of the sky, lightning, thunder, and law and order. Band on the run. If I ever get out of here, we have the Justice card. And Jupiter, it kept coming up. Jupiter, expansion. As I said, there's some nugget of wisdom that you need. And it's maybe not a nugget of wisdom that you need in order to escape, but it's a nugget of wisdom that you need on your path to your north node, to your point of destiny, to what is your legacy. Let's have a look. H and a 4, a P and a 3, a G and a 2, a C and a 3. Let's move these along so I can fit that one in there. And a V and a 4. Okay, now I'm going to do the ones that are turned over. A D and a 2. An O and a 1. A Q. Now, when those came out, dove. A dove is a symbol of peace. The dove is also Judgment Day. Judgment. Dove and justice. And when you think about, what did I say about Zeus? The god of sky, lightning, thunder, law and order. There you go. Okay. A Q and a 10. A W and a 4. An R. War. An R and a 1. A K and a 5. An X and an 8. An M and a 3. A B and a 3. An F and a 4. N and a 4. And an L and a 1. I want to do this. Okay, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this reading gave you some little nuggets of wisdom. I wish you well on your journey. Thank you again for joining me. If you haven't already, please like, share and subscribe. I do post nearly every day. I will list the names of those songs in the description box with the links, as I said, to the music videos. Check out the lyrics and all the music videos. There may be further messages in there. I will also list the reading that I did, that I'm uploading today, which will be tomorrow for you, but no, it'll be yesterday. Now I'm confused. I will upload that other Achilles reading because there may be more messages in that for you. If you are interested in any of my tarot or oracle decks, the link to those is in the description box. Now, I've just got another message. So if you are exercising the card of Temperance, which is patience, you will have stuck around till the end. I've got the Angry Birds symbol, the little Angry Birds image, the little face in my head with the angry eyes. And I've just been drawn to it in some notes from a previous reading. Zeus is the god of the sky. So what do we say? Thunder and lightning. So I've got this Angry Bird symbol in my head, and then I've got the words private, not responding, and blocked out. Just be careful. Remain calm at this time. I don't know what that's come through for. Okay, it's from a reading that I did ages and ages ago. But the notes, and it's here for a reason. I literally just opened that page. So the notes on it are, Zeus is the god of the sky. How funny that I had Zeus here. Hades is the god of the underworld. Hades, the god of the underworld. The elephant beetle, uncovering organized financial theft. This is what's written on the notes from a reading from months ago, but it's just sat here on my table. Private, not responding, blocked out with the Angry Bird symbol. Then I've got written, Liberator, freeing yourself. Gossip, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information. Exorcist, freeing yourself from destruction. Put in the dark to know that you can be your own light. Gratitude, thankful. Doubt, release the need to know the answers. I said to you that there is something while you're stuck. If you are stuck, whilst you are stuck, there is answers come to you. You can't go looking for them. They're given to you when you need them. There's something that you don't know that you're meant to be waiting for. The age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. You've done this before. You've come up and you've battled a Hades energy, an underworld energy before. Judgment, you've done it before. You've battled the devil before. You've been sold the fairy tale before. You've taken a bite of the shiny red apple before, but you've come out on top. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Now, that little piece of information was for anybody who chose to stay right to the end. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you again in another reading.